Alright, so today we're going to be talking about aerobic metabolism. And the general definition is the creation of energy through the combustion of carbohydrates and fats in the presence of oxygen. The book definition, however, is energy releasing metabolic pathways. The three stages of the breakdown amino acids. We're talking about shit.
Aerobic metabolism.
The three stages of aerobic metabolism is glycolysis, citric acid cycle, and the electron transport chain. The overall goal is to transfer energy locked in bonds by macronutrients to build up ATP.
The first step of aerobic metabolism is glycolysis. There are two important steps in this function. The enzymes break apart glucose by removing its hydrogen atom. The second, two ATP molecules are produced. The second stage of aerobic metabolism is the citric acid cycle. This is a cycle which chemical reactions convert all original carbon and the glucose into carbon dioxide. By the end of this citric acid cycle, it completes the breakdown of glucose molecules plus yields two more ATP molecules, hydrogen atoms, and carbon dioxide.
Okay, so far we have gone over the first two stages in aerobic metabolism, glycolysis and the citric acid cycle. Glycolysis and the citric acid cycle have degraded one molecule of glucose with a net result of 4 ATP molecules, 4 hydrogen atoms attached to carrier molecules, and carbon dioxide molecules. Of all the atoms in a molecule of glucose that started in the aerobic process, it is only the hydrogen atoms that make it to the third and final stage. It's in this final stage that the hydrogen atoms will interact with the oxygen from the atmosphere.
The final stage of aerobic metabolism is the process of the electron transport chain, which is divided into 4 stages. The first stage is that the carrier molecule will release the hydrogen atoms into the inner mitochondrial membrane, and then they are split into electrons and protons, and they go their separate ways. The second stage, the electrons pass through a large chain of proteins located in the inner membrane of the mitochondria, and when they pass through, they release small amounts of energy, and then this energy is used to move and concentrate the protons on one side of the mitochondrial membrane. Then the third stage is they separate the positive and the negative charges, creating a steep concentration gradient. The concentrated protons then move down the concentration gradient through a large enzyme that channels the energy to make a large number of ATP molecules. The fourth stage, oxygen enters, which is the whole process of aerobic metabolism because oxygen is needed. So oxygen enters in the fourth stage at the very last step of the process and links the movement of electrons and protons together to form water. The production is the result of about 34 of the 38 ATP molecules created during aerobic metabolism, and that is the final stage of aerobic metabolism.